Welcome, my dear lovely friends. Welcome back. And today we are going to discuss about the projectile motion of class 11. So let's get started. Before starting the today we will be discussing about vertical projectile and horizontal projectile. We will discuss in next video. So today we are going to discuss about the projectile. Let's study about what type of question will be coming into examination. What is projectile? Show that the path followed by a vertical projectile, horizontal projectile is parabolic. What is vertical projectile? A body is projected at an angle theta above the horizontal. Prove that the path followed by this body is parabolic. Vertical projectile. So let's get started with the vertical projectile. A body projected upward making certain angle with the horizontal so that moves under the effect of gravity is called vertical projectile. Example, a stone thrown upward from the ground level. So here you can see here is y-axis, here is x-axis, so it will move under the effect of gravity by making an angle theta with the horizontal. So let's get to the figure now. In the figure, you can just see that here O acts as the point of intersection of x dash and y dash, and from point O the body is projected into air and then it gets back under the effect of gravity and goes to the point O dash. It moves under the effect of u, its velocity, and it takes time t, and at certain points it will be distributed into two components, vx the horizontal component and vy the vertical component, and at top the vertical component will be 0 and the horizontal component will be vx. So it will move under the, it will not move upward from that point, it will just go to the horizontal direction, and under the effect of, since it is under the effect of gravity, it will get down, and the height attained at the point vy will be maximum. As you can see here, at the top point, that the acceleration due to gravity is perpendicular to vx, so it is perpendicular to vertical component. So and here you can see the resultant velocity vx is square plus vy is equal to uh, v, but vy is 0, so v is equal to vx minimum velocity. So at the top point it will have the minimum velocity. So let's study about the consideration. Consider a body is projected upward with initial velocity u by making an angle theta with the horizontal x-axis as shown in the figure. The initial velocity u of this projectile is resolved into two components. As we have said that u is resolved into two components, vx and vy. So the initial velocity u is projectile is resolved into two components, horizontal component that moves this way, it will be ux is equal to u cos theta, and the vertical component, here you can see the vy, which will take it upward, and it will be uy is equal to u sin theta. The horizontal motion of the projectile remains constant. The horizontal remains constant throughout its motion, but vertical velocity changes. Horizontal remains horizontal this way, it remains constant, but the vertical velocity changes due to effect of gravity, because at the top the vertical will be 0, and here it will be maximum. So the vertical velocity changes due to effect of gravity. Since the projectile motion is 2D motion, since it takes in only two axes, x and y axis, so it is called 2D motion, and its equation of trajectory you can see here, and its equation of trajectory is obtained by combining horizontal as well as vertical motion. So we will combine the horizontal as well as the vertical motion. Now the equation of trajectory is the path that is traced by the projectile. Let px be the coordinates of the projectile after time t its motion, then by applying equation of motion. It is just simple. After time t we will just write after time t of its motion, by applying equation of motion we will write equation of motion s is equal to ut plus half at square. For horizontal motion we will take the horizontal motion which remains constant. So since it remains constant, t is equal to t, s is equal to s means distance covered is equal to x, and u is equal to ux is equal to u cos theta, and a is equal to ax is equal to 0, because there is no change in velocity, so the acceleration will be 0. Now we will just put the values in this s is equal to ut plus half at square formula, and s will be x, u will be ux, and t will be t 1 by 2 1 by 2, and a will be 0 t square, and then it will come x is equal to ut cos theta into t is equal to u cos theta, and then we will go for vertical motion. Our horizontal motion is completed. Now vertical motion, t is equal to t, s is equal to y, since it moves upward, so we will go with the y-axis component, and then it will be u is equal to uy is equal to u sin theta, and here a is equal to minus, since it is moving upward against the gravity, so it will be minus g. So y is equal to uy t plus half minus g t square, and we will solve it. Y is equal to ut t minus half gt square. So now, as we have got the value of t here, so we will put this value of t now into this components. So we will get y is equal to ut sin theta, previously here was t, so we put the value of t x by u cos theta, which we have got from the horizontal motion, and here too we will put the value of t, and by putting the value of t we will get y is equal to tan theta x plus bracket minus g upon 2y square cos square theta x square. So this is our equation 2. So since this equation is the form of equation of parabola, since the equation of parabola is y is equal to ax plus b x square, where the constants are a is equal to tan theta, according to this question we are comparing this with this, so a will be tan theta, b will be minus g u upon 2u square cos square theta, and hence the path followed by the vertical projectile is parabolic. So since it follows the equation, so the path followed by the projectile is parabolic. Some related terms, I would like to say some related terms. The maximum vertical distance uh, attained by a projectile above its points of projection is called maximum height. So that was the maximum height which we were talking about, h max, where vy is equal to 0, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. So here we will write vy uy minus 2gs, since it works under the gravity. So but at the point of maximum h is equal to vy is equal to 0, so we will put vy 0, and here after solving this we will get h max is equal to u square sin square theta upon 2g. And at the time of flight, the time interval during which the projectile motion remains in air is called time of flight. So time of motion means the time from which it flies. V is equal to u plus at, and vy is equal to ut minus gt. So since it moves under the upward, so it will walk under the gravity, it will not walk under acceleration. So vy is at the maximum, it is height is 0, so ut is equal to minus gt, so it will be t is equal to u sin theta upon g. For projectile motion, time of ascent is equal to time of descent. For projectile motion, time of ascent is equal to time of descent. So time of flight is equal to 2t, it will be twice t. So 2u sin theta, time of flight, the total distance covered will be 2u sin theta upon g. And we have the horizontal range. Horizontal means the r range from where the point o to o dash. So it will be like the distance covered, it will be like horizontal velocity into time of flight. It's same like velocity into time, and it will be like distance, it's like distance into time. And now we will velocity into time, and we will find that we will put the horizontal velocity u cos theta, and we will put the time of flight, and we will get the r u square sin 2 theta upon g. And the maximum horizontal range will be r is equal to u square sin 2 theta, is the normal value. For fixed value of u, r depends on the sin 2 theta, r is maximum and 2 theta is maximum, so 2 theta will be maximum at 1, which is sin 90 degrees, so theta is equal to 45 degrees. Hence the angle of projection must be 45 for the maximum horizontal range, and its value is r u square, r max is equal to u square upon g. So my dear friends, this was the vertical projectile. Hope you enjoyed this video. Do hit the like button, do subscribe my channel for further more videos, and do share with your friends so that they will be getting some clues and hints so that they can remember during the examination. Thank you, have a nice day.